Pastor Josh here. We're reading Mark chapter 12, verse 41 through 44. Jesus just got done talking about how we need to beware. We need to be wary of the scribes. Be wary of religious people that appear to be religious, but inwardly are not at all. They're out to devour widows' households. They don't care one bit. And so now we actually see a widow being the victim of this mass corruption that has happened within the religious elite of Jesus' time. So the widow's offering, probably a story you're very familiar with. And he, that is Jesus, sat down opposite the treasury and watched people putting money into the offering box. And so Jesus sat down in front of this box where they were putting all of their offerings. And many rich people put in large sums. Now, I have that as an example to not follow, because it appears, especially as Jesus comments on this, is that they are wanting to be seen. They're putting in large amounts. Many rich people are putting in large amounts, apparently putting in and then getting getting praised for what they have given to the temple. And of course, the religious elite then are kind of making the rich people, they're giving preference to them and giving praise to them. And so it would be an example not to see. Jesus tells us elsewhere that when you give in secret. Don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. And he who sees in secret will reward you openly. So when you give, you don't give to be seen, to be known. In fact, that's why I make it a practice that I do not know the amounts people give. I don't have the printouts and things of that nature. It's only our bookkeeper that would know that and would send those things out. So definitely grateful for every gift that is given to Central Baptist Church and given to support our ministry. But I've made it a practice and made it a decision that I don't need to know who gives, lest I be tempted to have some sort of preferential treatment. So you have the rich people are putting in large monies by assumption, especially by context of where it is, probably receiving a lot of praise as they do it. Verse 42, and a poor widow came and put in 2 small copper coins, in contrast to all of these large sums, which make a penny. And he called his disciples to him and said to them, he said, come here, guys. Truly, I say to you, this poor widow has put in more than all those who are contributing to the offering box. She has put in far more. But she is a poor widow and is actually a victim of the attitude of this religious elite. She should be cared for and taken care of. Here she is, giving everything she has. And Jesus says, hey, this poor widow has actually put in more than all of these other rich folks. Why? Because they all contributed out of their abundance. By implication, the percentage is different. Even though the rich people were putting in large sums, the percentage of what they were giving was lower than the poor widow, because the widow gave out of her poverty, but she out of her poverty has put in everything she had, all she had to live on. Percentage-wise, she put in far more. She was putting in 100% of what she had to the Lord, trusting that He would take care of her, while the rich were giving a much lower percentage, knowing that they could live on the rest of the percentage that they had. So remember that God understands what you give. God understands the sacrifice that you make, and what you give, the Lord will reward you for that. The Lord looks at the heart as you give, and we seek to honor Him by doing that, not to get some sort of praise and recognition for the gifts that we give. We give it because it is what God has asked us to do, and because we love Him so very much. Pray that has been a blessing to you. I'll see you in the next video.